Oke, kita mulai ya.
Oke, Kak.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, welcome to our first podcast video. This video podcast fulfills the final semester exam of the English language course at Cyber Asia University. On this podcast opportunity, Marsha Kaizura and someone next to me, Muhammad Zaki Fahlevi, will discuss the issue of challenge in learning English and also other international language. Not only that, we will also discuss how tips or strategies for fluent English. Impression of learning English and tips and tips for other international language. So prepare yourself to explore the world of language with us. Okay. Based on one of the search I read, namely from the EF English Proficiency Index, EF API 20 and 23, there are 5 challenges experienced by Indonesian students. Starting from general difficult, grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, learning methods, and motivation. First is grammar. 40% of Indonesian students find English grammar complicated and difficult to understand. Common grammar mistakes include tenses, sentence structure, and word usage. Number 2 is vocabulary. 30% of Indonesian learners have a lack of understanding vocabulary in context and proper use of idioms. And 3, pronunciation. 25% of Indonesian learners find difficulty with English pronunciation. This pointing difference between English and Indonesian cause language miscommunication and other factors. 20% of Indonesian learners feel that English learning methods at school are not effective enough, hence the lack of speaking practice and interaction. Number 5 is motivation. Lack of motivation and interest in learning English can hinder progress, such as environment and exposure to English can affect motivation. If I might ask question with Kak Zaki, can Kak Zaki tell you a little bit according to Kak Zaki is our experience what difficult have Kak Zaki experienced during the process of learning English so far?
Okay, for me the challenge in learning English at the time was about vocabulary and remembering the words. What about you?
Okay, for me personality, the challenge of learning is also very similar about vocabulary. So if you are asked to learn and memorize grammar, to be honest, it's like a really full in the brain to be memorized. So I often understand the lesson just after learning school. Then I am scattered and I don't remember long memory finger. Besides that, the challenge of learning English for me is a level of our confidence to always speak English to people. No need worry because that happened to me a few years ago. Be able to become fluent with English, we need to study hard, but also want fun. how are the tips? Well, many my friends are confused about where to start. Wanting to be able to speak English fluently, but how to do it? What to do? Where to start? By the way, Kazaki, what are tips for being able speaking English fluently?
Here, tips for learning English. 1. Try to consume all kinds of daily media in English, such as reading posts on social media, news, watching videos on YouTube, movie, listening to songs and podcasts. This will help our brains adapt to the English language. Now, if my advice is to try to make all the things that you discuss every day in English because learning a language is important for us to switch our brain mode so that the language is the same as what we are learning. So, in the case it is to switch our brain mode to be able to speak English. Also, to think English, also to get the feel. Let's get the logic because every language has its own reason for saying itself, even for saying it. And if you discuss everything in English, it will greatly facilitate the process of understanding English itself. The eventually English becomes a part of your life that will be easier, and including the technical aspect of the language, such as for example grammar for reading, comprehension, or listening, and all kinds of things.
Oh, friends are important to start English by watching videos on YouTube, movies, listening to song and podcasts.
Second, expand access to the different accent in English, not just American accent, but also from countries such as New Zealand, India, and each other. This will help enrich the understanding of different accents. Many of you lack skill in vocab and listening. Actually, by digesting any media in our life in English, it will indirectly help enrich our vocab. For me, for example, when I was in junior high school when I was watching Western movie or watching YouTube videos, we will well until I commit out to still use Indonesian, but I first in science graduating from high school, I immediately use this use to subtitle to remain English. It's hard at first, but over time we will so get used to it. So I force myself to understand the vocab and also finally force my ears to understand when they talk. Another step for listening is watching video or podcast stories. Not only from one accent, not only American accent, but also New Zealand, Indian, because yes, English is widely used by various people. It has become an international language, not just a language of one country. That's why people speak English with different accent. It will help if we can understand other accent. For example, I can understand the
Sama
New
ibu
Zealand
tuh coy.
accent or the Australian accent because I watched MasterChef episodes until finally my ears became comfortable, so I got used to it so familiar and I understood what they were saying because there are different pronouns that are different even like not American like America and Canada. There are there are some words that the Canadians pronounce or say differently, like for example the word about if in American English it's just about about, but if Canadian says about is you so it's like there's a ooh. As a third, practice your listening skill by watching video podcast of fairy tales in different English accent. This will help us understand the correct pronunciation of words. 4. Improve grammar and vocabulary by reading and writing. Practice writing in English, for example, by writing a diary or journaling and use tools like Grammarly to help check grammar and spelling. I have I have a head has with grammar. I don't know what grammar to use. I don't know what point to use. I actually also have this problem. My grammar is not good either. I also have this problem. My grammar is also not good. I also, when communicating, it is quiet seamless. I don't really think whether grandma Mergobener and not the important is that I do it, but you of the things they help measure the load in English and reading of the word. So by reading, I get to know the structure of grammar and sentence for often situation. It's like how do you use a certain tense of it turns out like this or it turns out that the tense between the files are like this. Well, when I write finally practice what I see in the articles in English to use in my sentence. Oh, it turns out like it turned out that the tense between the files are like this. Well, when I write finally, I practice what I see in the article in English to use in my sentence. If you want to know whether the grammar is correct or not, the grammar that you wrote in Thailand can check. For example, using I choose and it free about your spelling, thanks to essence, and then if you want to know if your grammar is correct or not, you can check it or Grammarly and do you have to pay. But if I personally think that as even if you think if you think your grammar skill are rank, you don't have to feel embarrassed to headbang to speak English back again and beyond speaking English for communication. So as long as boy child, in my opinion, is still okay, except if, for example, you want the digging sentence, so that the grammar school there is since it's new. So it has to be really, but if your goal is to speak English to communicate with a Sabar diagram. I think that's enough. 5. A supportive environment is essential for practicing English. If the environment is not supportive, try and apply fun English learning which allow you to practice speaking English with the avatar in a virtual world. The problem that seems to be most is the unsupportive environment factor, not getting many opportunities to speak English, and if you try to speak, you are ridiculed as international pretentious English, when in fact practicing English is really a battle if where we are good at grammar but never practice it, never spoken it the same way. Then we must be able to keep speak English. We must be able to switch our brain to English mode, not only by learning grammarly or reading, but also speaking. It's like that if we haven't dreamed in English, it's not okay. It's a sign that language hasn't caught on in our brain. Now, if you suggest, you can use the application so agents use technology to learn, so that in application tailored phone you can download it on the Apple Store or the on the Play Store and also use the Duolingo.
Okay, so friends, Duolingo is a popular online language learning platform. platform, designed to help users learn different languages through interactive and fun learning methods. The apps offers multilingual course, game-based exercise, multimedia content, and social features to enhance the learning experience. Duolingo can be accessed for free with the option to subscribe for additional features. We have talked about tips and strategy to be able to speak English fluently with Kazaki. Now we will give you motivation, consistency, and perseverance in learning English and other international language. Okay, the role of motivation, consistency, and perseverance in learning and other international language. First is motivation. The role is a key in initiating and maintaining the learning process. Interesting and extrinsic motivation are really equally important. For the tips, find compelling reason to learn, such a career opportunities, global connection, or a love of their culture. Number two, consistency. The role is build regular and effective study habits. Practicing a language consistently, even for short periods of time, is more beneficial than studying intensively but infrequently. For the tips is create a realistic study schedule and stick to it. Use reminder apps or join a study community to maintain consistency. And number three, perseverance role is dealing with frustration and obstacles that arise in the learning process. Perseverance helps you to continue learning and improving despite difficult. Tips is celebrate small progress and don't get hung up on mistakes. Remember that learning a language takes time and dedication. Uh, and next, number four, chat language pronunciation. Here are tips improving pronunciation in chat language. Listen and imitates. Listen to native speaker of the language you want to learn and mimic their pronunciation. Pay attention to intonation, rhythm, and word emphasis. Use pronunciation apps. Many apps can help you practice pronunciation, such as Duolingo and Google Translate. Practice speaking with native speaker. Find friends or online communities to practice speaking the language you want to learn. Okay, from conclusion is motivation, consistency, and perseverance are the main keys to learning English and other international language. With good pronunciation, you can communicate more effectively and increase your confidence in using a new language. Okay, before we part ways, remember that every small step toward language learning is a big achievement. Thanks for listening to our podcast. Let's keep moving each other on our language journey. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Udah nih,
Ya,
Kak?
makasih Pak Hakim. Ya, terima kasih.
Iya, makasih, Kak.
Iya, matiin aja.